This is the Backrooms. Ever since I watched Kane Pixel's found footage series, I've wanted to make my own found footage video. So after taking bits and pieces from different tutorials, I made my own process, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. This is a beginner-friendly tutorial, but it does help if you have some experience with Blender. First, you're going to open Blender, and then you're going to delete everything. Then you're going to add a cube, and then you're going to scale it upwards a little bit, and then make that cube a little thinner. We're making a wall right now. Now you're going to do Command C and then Command V to copy the wall, and then you're going to make that second wall smaller, and we're making a floorboard right now. Adjust the floorboard to where it is intersecting with the wall. Play around with this until it looks perfect. Now select the floorboard and then click on the material emblem, and then you're going to click New, and then you're going to hover over the white box, click on it, and then you're going to enter this color code. And if you click on the shading tab, you can now see that the floorboard is brown. Now open up Google and look up Backrooms wallpaper. Scroll around until you find the wallpaper that you would like to be on your Backrooms wall. Save that image as a download and then put it in a file. Go back to Blender, click on Material, and then click on this little yellow dot. Then go over and hit Image Texture, and then click on the little file emblem. Find the file that you saved the image to, and now that image is on your wall, but you can see that it didn't apply correctly, so let's change that. Go to Add, go over to Input, and then go to Texture Coordinate. Go back to Add, Utilities, Vector, and then select the Mapping node. Put the texture coordinates UV into the mapping vector, and then put the mapping vector into the wallpaper vector. Now we can change how the wallpaper is applied to the wall. Rotate the Z-axis until it is upright, or you can just type in 90 degrees. Now change the scale of the Z and the Y until it is correctly applied. The first wall looks great. Now select both the wall and the floorboard and then hit join so they are now one object. Now let's make the carpet. First, add a plane. Then scale it upwards. Now go back to Google and find a nice carpet texture. Repeat the same thing that we did with the wallpaper by downloading it and putting it in your file. Now do the same thing that you did with the wallpaper. And when we go to shading, you can see that it did not apply correctly, so let's repeat what we did with the wallpaper. Add the texture coordinate and the mapping node. Put the UV into the vector, and then that vector into the other vector. All you have to do for this one is adjust the scale. Hold down Command and scroll in to zoom in, and closely inspect your carpet to make sure that it is applied correctly. This looks phenomenal. Click on the blue Z to get a nice overhead view, and then scale up the plane a little bit more. Then copy and paste the walls to make a maze. Drag one of the walls over to the edge of the plane and then scale it long ways. Do this on all four sides of the plane so we get a nice boxed in room. After that, finish filling in any gaps with more walls. If you go to the shading tab, you can see how amazing this looks. But we're not finished yet. Let's make the ceiling. Add a plane, move it up, and then scale it up. Now move it down so the walls on the inside are just poking up. Go back to Google and look up Backrooms ceiling texture, and then find the image that you like. Now repeat the same process that we did with the wallpaper and the carpet. Adjust it until you have nice even squares. Now move your ceiling so you can see the inside of the room. Go to your phone and open the App Store and then search for an app called Camtrack AR. It'll be this app with a blue logo. When you download it and then open the app, it'll go straight to a camera, and then these grids will be popping up on screen. It's actually tracking what's a wall, the floor, and a table, stuff like that. Now point the green box at the ground and then hit this button right here. As you can see, it's now yellow. And when you hit the record button, any movement you have inside of the app will translate straight into Blender. So walk around a hallway, a room, or even outdoors and look around like you're in the Backrooms. Once you stop recording, you're going to be brought up with this little title screen and you're going to hit Go to Files. Then you're going to select the HFCS file and the PY file. Now save these guys into a file that is on your computer. Now go back into Blender and then hit Edit, Preferences, and then hit Key Map, and then go over and hit Import. Now find that file that you saved it to and then find the PY file. Then hit Import and wait for it to load. Now go to File, Import, and then select the Hit Film AR tracking data. Now go back to the file and find the HFCS file. And now a camera has been added into Blender and it has the same movements that you had in the Camtrack app. Scale up your camera just a little bit. Right-click your camera and then hit numpad 1 and then press the spacebar, and you can see the movement inside of Blender. But we are extremely close to a wall, so let's change that. Go back to the overhead view and adjust the walls. Go to shading and look how amazing this looks. Scale everything down and then scale your camera a little bit up. But we still need lighting, so let's add that right now. Go to Add and then add a light point. When the light is in, click on it and then change the color of the light to a nice soft yellow. Now move the light so the top of it is just barely poking out above the ceiling. Now copy and paste the lights and sprinkle a few here and there. Now select a light and then change the power to be a bit higher. Do that for every light. When your model is done, it's time to render. Click on this printer looking emblem. Now select this file emblem and select a file that you would like the video to save to. Also, make the file format a PNG. Change the FPS to 60 and you can change the aspect ratio and resolution to your liking. When you're done, click Render and then click Render Animation. This might take a while depending on how long your clip is. Anyway, let's look at the finished product. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, consider liking and subscribing. If you would like to see the found footage video that I made with this same process, click it right here. Thanks for watching, and don't forget that Jesus loves you.